more sharp, and a lot more sharper turns, and a lot of things we are doing in our missions. Like a lot of times we're going backwards with it. Well, some other robots would stall if you're going backwards, but ours goes all the way through, and then it makes it dump. So it doesn't stall very often. The tracks don't.
So how did you develop your strategy for how you wanted to accomplish the task?
We kind of did it by points a little, but then we also did it by time. We decided to do the yellow ball, the fish, the blue ball, the truck, the combine, and the reaper. But the reaper works most of the time. And at the end of our mission, we try to do the east wall with our touch sensor attachment. And when we go to the east wall, we try to hit that down like that. Instead of hitting it this way, we hit it that way, as they showed.
And we didn't intentionally want to do that. We were just trying the east wall mission one time and it hit that.
So then that became our priority.
It was a discovery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now our robot normally works the first few times of it, and then sometimes it doesn't want to.
But then it works a lot.
Like it works really, really good the first few times, and then sometimes it'll mix up a little bit.
So is it something to do with the battery level?
That was our battery level that was our problem. Because we used about 4 seconds for one of our programs. And then we tried it here with a fresh battery. And it ended up hitting the wall. It was our combine mission. But now we switched it to rotations, and Jade will show you how we do that mission.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Some of our errors that we made, like we built the wrong stuff and we thought it was going to work. We built a claw, and Kel will explain more on that.
And you keep setting up the mission, go ahead and start while he's talking.
Well, I got the idea because these guys had the idea of making a claw arm, so I thought of making a crane. So I just grabbed some of the metal hook Legos and built a claw. It was kind of very sturdy at first, so then I modified it again. Then I found out that the metal hooks weighed too much, and those were the only hooks we had, so that's why they didn't work out.
The claw was built to come hang over this and hook this part all down. But the reason we decided not to use that, it was too heavy, like he said, on hooks. And then and it was hung over, so our robot would have to come over here and then knock it down. And we didn't know if it was going to get caught, like once it was in. We didn't know if it was going to caught.
The hook was very strong. It wasn't a very big hook.
And we had a new mission that we made not too long ago. It's just to dump those out, and a fast little mission now. It's probably
20 seconds.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
We call it the peace mission.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
because
if
it
that,
just pushes that over, and it's really
It comes out here.
So do you want to hit go on that? We'll watch this
Yeah,
one. It looks
run
like
one of
you're
your
ready.
missions here.
This is to get the combine, the yellow ball, and the yellow truck.
Okay, cool, all at once. So you've done a lot of combined missions.
Yep.
It's like having some stuff like right on the board.
You got the corn?
Oh, shit.
That corn's hard to dump. Come on.
Oh, shoot.
You're right, they're
Don't
just
throw
scrappy,
a
just
piece
keep
of corn.
going there, don't they?
Let them work.
I think we did more damage on the.
Tore up that combine, you know why, because it's red.
Yeah.
They've been green, it's still be holding together.
Couldn't have run over the grain.
and then we'd use the beast mission. If we were
Stuck in
gonna
there.
use that, we'd use it, like we had the east wall mission, and if let's say like the reefer mission or that wasn't working too well, that'd just be like something as an addition if one of the missions weren't working right and we had time.
So do you have time, do you want to show us another one real quick? You set up?
This is the first year we've used a sensor before, and it was kind of a challenge for us. But then we figured out how to use it just last night.
Oh, wow.
So this is new, but it works. And
So how'd you figure out how to use it?
at our camp, he taught us how to use this. But for some reason, once we put our block on, it was not working. But then we learned it was a long block, and then I will explain all of our attachments, which I'm looking for.
Okay, that would be great.
Right.
You can go ahead and take go if you want, if you're ready.
So you all went to like
Not
a
me. I was. I'm
robotics?
the only one.
Most of us did.
Okay.
I didn't. Everyone. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't do it. No, but I have a lot of Legos at my house.
It's been
Sometimes it will.
Just
Yeah, that's what it
sometimes
was.
it's
Been.
That's the reason you said angle it to the right.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know how to set it up to get it pointed in the right direction?
I just figured it out today that we should probably angle it to the right a little bit because it has too much to this way, so it was either catching on the sink or that.
Yeah.
So if we angle it to the right, it'll be in this over to the right a little more when it
Okay.
gets over.
Yeah. So how's it knowing every place to turn and how?
we use rotations. So
Yeah.
Who does the program?
Kind of me, and
me,
then
McKinley, Hall, Dalton, Jade, Slate, us four.
But
Everybody has had
everybody
Everyone.
little, but we've done like the main, but
major
they've
parts.
helped like with.
everyone's done a part on like building the robot.
And right here we have our programs if you guys want to take a look at it.
And
Yeah,
we
that'd be
also
great.
learned how to program at the
Dalton will
camp.
explain some of our programs. Take it over, Tom.
You can show it to Mr. Andy right there. We'll watch this thing run while you're looking at that.
Angle it to the right. That's
2 minutes,
it
right?
now. Over.
Tell us what you're doing.
There you go. Oh, okay.
And we use the base. We got like a corner there. So like the hook is
Right there, above the A.
Oh, good job. Oh, come on. All right. Good job, guys.
basically.
Yeah. It just barely touched this. I never couldn't catch on the leg.
That was about as perfect as it could be, huh?
So the ball will kind of
So,
become an obstacle.
if you had one thing to do over again with your robot, what would you do differently?
And then another mission of ours is the East Wall mission. When we,
That's the one that we just tried showing when it ran
long, our problem we learned from somewhere.
Because sometimes the
We got,
right down here.
this was yellow.
So,
And
pretty easy.
I have not learned
so
what that
once in a
black
while things
means.
fall off.
I only know the
And you
yellow.
said, why did you say smaller?
So
So it
that's what our
has
problem was.
more of an advantage of doing it as less weight than the line, so it can do things a little faster and it has
Uh-huh.
more
Yeah, it was one of these.
has more of
I like
an
more
advantage
room.
because it can get through things
Yeah,
easily without catching on things.
That's,
Yeah.
30
More
seconds.
straightforward.
yeah. 30 seconds.
So what do you think's the very best thing about your design?
Or what do you have?
this front part.
Yeah.
because
It's like
That's basically the whole thing of
It
it.
allows us to hook a lot of our attachments on it, and it's all of the attachments.
It is.
You can hook any of the attachments on the front.
Cool.
And it's the most important part.
And
We just added
our attachments we use for our missions. Guys, Ryan will explain.
this attachment, as you saw, we used it for the combine and the truck.
He's gonna show you, have about 10 seconds, I think, to show you.
Time.
5 seconds.
We use this to push the combine,
Okay.
to catch at least some of the corn.
Push.
And then push the truck.
Okay, got it.
Catches on the door.
Yeah,
The other attachment is used to
Okay, I think he said your time's up, so as much as we'd like to see rest of them, I guess you gotta go. had any other things yet today, or was this your first?
We've already done one of the challenges.
Oh,
Yeah, very one.
that's cool.
That is.
That's 73 miles. Yeah, our report didn't work. Our
That's
fish didn't work. Yeah, our fish.
Okay. You guys have a great day.
Yep.
Thank
See you
you.
later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Very well done.
Thank you. Cool.
Andrew Garner.
Drew first.
Dalton Hawk. Jade Krignitz.
Kinley Ha.
Today Team Fire will be playing Chicken Safety Jeopardy. The winner with the most points will receive the golden chicken. So let's get playing Chicken Safety Jeopardy.
Okay. So, today we will start with Jace and McKinley.
You will take scoring for 100.
Yeah, it's
There we go.
Thank you.
How long can a grocery store take to store the chicken?
Is it 1,000 days?
No, it's 14 days.
Correct. Kale and Blaine, are you ready?
Yeah, eating out for 100.
How much time on our face can food be out?
Is it 40 minutes?
Correct. Now we go to Jade and Ryan.
On the farm for 100.
How do chickens get salmonella?
Is it my mom?
No.
Is it bad sanitation on the farm and in food feed and in the water?
Correct. We'll head over to Drew and Dalton.
Other for 100.
Who expects all chicken in retail stores?
Is it my mom? I don't think it's her mom.
Is it the USDA or state system?
Yes. Correct. Jace and McKinley, your turn again.
Cooking for 100.
What time do you cook a whole chicken to?
Is it 1,000 degrees?
No, I think it's 165 degrees.
5 is correct. Now it is Blaine and Kale's turn.
Eating out other for 200.
What could happen to a person that eats contaminated chicken?
They could get stomach problems, be hospitalized, or even die.
Correct. I will now hand it over to our second host, Angie Darnbear. Thank you. Next will be Jade and Ryan.
Storing for 200.
The question is, when thawed meat, where do you store it in your fridge?
On the top shelf.
That is wrong. Anybody have an answer?
We do on the bottom shelf, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Back to you guys.
On the farm 200.
What practice can farmers use to prevent contaminated meat?
2.
Can they just leave the open stuff? What do you think it is?
I think they
Don't they clean up the water?
they have for clean water and clean.
The answer is clean water and clean barns. Next will be Jason Kinley.
We will take cooking for 200.
What is the #1 way to spread bacteria and germs?
Is it brown snow?
No, it's not wash your hands.
That is correct. We got most of our information from Russ Euclid and Keith Hood from the Garner Algonquin Pizza Ranch. He's their general manager. And we also got some of our information from Steve Anderson. Next will be Kale and Blaine.
Eating out 200.
You know, 200 is when going through a buffet line, there is a clear plastic above the food. What is that called, please?
Called the sneeze guard.
The answer is sneeze guard is correct. Next will be Ryan and Jade.
Cooking for 300.
When preparing uncooked chicken, what is the best surface to work on?
Is it cardboard? No. Steel.
Stainless steel is correct. They say the blood or whatever you're working with will not seep through the steel. It will just go off to the side. They say the worst one is wood because it will seep through and then bacteria can get in even more. Next question.
Did you plan to play the whole game?
No.
No. Is it storing for 300?
Why is it unsafe to thaw chicken on the counter or leave it out overnight?
Is it because bacteria can grow?
The answer is, that is correct. Sorry, that is all the time we have for today. Our winners are Dalton and Drew. Come get your golden chicken.
It's a chicken!
Even though we made this into kind of a funny game show where we had a golden chicken that was mostly rubber and we had questions, this is actually a real situation. People have died from this, and we ask that you please follow these precautions to keep your chicken safe and all your meats, and you don't spread bacteria. So so you keep people safe and not sick.
So have you shared this game with folks to
Yes.
educate them?
We have had like a couple meetings where we just have people come and watch our presentation.
They enjoyed themselves?
Yes.
So we mix up there and then not here, and like so we can get it through and make sure that we remember that when if we mix it up.
So would we consider your innovative solution to be the presentation you gave here to
Yes.
educate people on
Yes.
food safety?
We actually do it.
People, okay.
It can be fun, but you still have to be serious about it.
It was actually Blaine's idea. Blaine can say how he got that idea.
A few years ago, one of our teachers played Jeopardy in class, and they like set up questions for like math. So we just did it with the chicken.
Yeah, we have that in science. Part of that in my science class.
Who came up with other questions?
We just looked them up on like the internet, and then like people also came in and told us facts, and then we put them in a form of a question.
We use like some, like, not kind of books and stuff like that.
Handbooks.
Yeah, and then we had we whispered some completely wrong ones, so we get out to people that say that is way off, so don't do it.
As you see in your handouts, you can see all the experts we have talked to and that came to our group. Sorry we only have 2. That's our fault. We didn't plan for 4. And there's the second one. We talked to our local grocery store on the phone, and he told us some facts about how long they can keep meat for 14 days. And that's what we got from him.
So how many of you have been in FLL before?
Was supposed to have Jason. I'm the oldest one in FLO in this group. I've been in it for 3 years.
Good job.
Kale will explain how we got them categories.
Well,
Oh,
we got them from like, we just kind of, like all the questions we had, we kind of sorted them like in a certain category, like, so we figured, well, we have more under on the farm, storing, cooking, eating out, and the other, because there's a lot of them that we really didn't know where to put them under. We kind of came up with some more, like ones that would be more, that would tell you more of the stuff and more, yeah, the majority of the things. We had actually like 3 more or something, and
So did you guys sit down as a group then to come up with those
Yeah.
categories?
Our coaches spent about 45 minutes of every meeting just sitting down, seeing what we had for the presentation, talking about our facts, and making the presentation.
What's the most important thing you learned from this project?
The most important thing I learned was to make sure you cook the chicken all the way through because of what it can do to you.
and make sure you know like where your chicken meats are coming from. Make sure you wash your hands before you eat.
Not to put your chicken on the top shelf.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's got bleed on
Yep, all that blood will leak over your other
Oh, I
face.
guess I did know that.
everything.
It's either the blood or the stuff they have in it.
Very good, thank you very
Everybody
much.
want chicken for lunch?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, nice presentation.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you.